Hello everyone. So today video class is about resource. So this is the second module in construction management and entrepreneurship. So come to the definition. Definition: anything that is scarce and required for any activity in the project. Resource are constraints for the project. Okay. Resource is nothing but it may be in terms of manpower, material or money. Okay, so that is required to complete any task. Okay, and constraint of the project means those things are the important to carry out the any kind of projects. So resource can be non-storable and has to be renewable for each period. Example, work. Yes, because for a particular work the resource required is different compared to the other work. And storable, depleted only by usage, that is remains available if not used. Example, money. Yes, obviously if you are going to using the money, then it will be storage of the money will be less. If you are not using it, then we can store it. Okay, next, commonly used resource in any kind of, I am particularly speaking here construction. Okay, so here first one is the man, second one machines, money or cost, material, and other it may be related to some facilities. Okay, so these are the 4 M's. We used to say it as 4 M's: men, machines, money and material. So it is very necessary to us to maintain the resource in terms of men or manpower. So manpower we are going to be used in a proper way. Okay, where skilled labor is required, where non-skilled labor is required, and where I have to recruit the manager or hire skilled persons which will be helpful to carry out their particular task. Okay, then coming to the machines also. So machines also very important, because in the construction project, if project is large in scale, so we need some machines also instead of using the manpower. If you are using the manpower, what will happen? If for construction of a building of high raised, okay, so if you are going to use the manpower, so there may be a chances of increasing the cost, because for high rise building it is difficult to ship the material from first floor to for the last floor of that particular building. So instead of that using the manpower, if you used the machines, so that will be benefits to us compared to the manpower. Then coming to the money. Yes, money we have to use in a proper way. If we are taking much more time for completing a particular task, what will happen? Obviously we need to spend the more money. Okay, then coming to the, if we are going to finish the particular task in a less time, we need to recruit the more staff to complete a particular task. So that time also we are spending more money. Okay, so we need to maintain a proper balance between the time and money. Okay, then coming to the material. Yes, material we need to properly manage. Okay, so that's why it's resource management, how we are going to manage the manpower, machine, money and material. So material required basically for our construction work are fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, bricks, steel, okay, some plastic materials, okay, and then painting. Okay, all those things we need to properly manage initial level only before we start the any construction activity. Okay, delay in material may lead to the overburden of the cost. Okay, so that's why it is very important to us to know the resource management. Resource management is nothing but to manage or to plan the material resources which are required in the construction site. Okay, so resource we are going to manage it. Next, resource allocation or loading we can say here. So resource allocation is nothing but the assignment of work to an worker or machine or unit, okay, in a time, means who will do the which work. Okay, particularly we need to assign. Okay, so this is the resource allocation. Resource allocation means if masons are there, so masons, what they have to do the construction activity. Then if some peoples are cleaning the garden, what they have to do the cleaning activity. Like that we need to specifically assign the workers to for a particular work or activity. Okay, but in time, if we are delaying it, once again it will affect the cost of the work. Then workstation can be, so how we are going to divide the work work allocation. Okay, so underloaded means if person is taking underloaded work, so what will happen, his load will be less compared to his capacity. He have the more capacity to do the work, but whatever the load is assigned to him, that load will be less. Next, fully loaded means load will be equal to the capacity, means how much he have the capacity to complete that work, particular load will be applied to him. Then overloaded means whatever the capacity he have to do the work, he is overloaded by the work. Okay, then coming to the fully loading is a nearly impossible to reach except in a flow production. Underloading is the most common because it respects the time. Overloading need to be late. Then coming to the resource leveling, so a multivariate combinational problem it is. So to determine the resource requirement so that they will be available at the right time. So smoothing is nothing but we are going to identify what kind of resource is required to me to complete the particular task, to allow each activity to be scheduled with the smoothest possible transition across resource usage levels. So what are the priorities or rules of leveling we need to consider? So smallest amount of slack is nothing but it is the difference between the earliest starting time and earliest finishing time. So that will be gives the slack. Okay, always slack value we need to have 0. Then coming to the whatever the duration we are selecting along with the critical path, or if you are going to following the PERT method, then we are going to consider the smallest duration along that particular path. Okay, then coming to the greatest number of successor tasks. Successor task, what is it? Successor task is nothing but means the activity which will start without delaying the whole project of the complete project of the duration. Okay, that activity we are going to call it as a successor. So these are the some points we need to remember while doing the leveling.